Guess what do I do when I don't want to keep playing? I keep playing, of course. If you get burnt out by grand ordeals that seem to trap you in endless cycles of repetition, it's good to get a shorter, more focused experience, for which I chose Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. In Japanese,
Donkey Kong Returns 3D.
Now that I'm replaying it, I realized how much I love this game. And I know you might be wondering, why do I have 2 copies? Well, to answer that, let's go back in time and check my story with this game starting 13 years ago. My first contact with Returns was in 2010, when in an airport I saw a Club Nintendo magazine of it. I never got the magazine sadly, but days later I got my Wii homebrewed, and there I played both Jungle Beat and Returns. I like Jungle Beat as well, but I wanna spotlight DKCR here. Weirdly enough, the version I got never allowed me to play on multiplayer. Whenever we tried to connect the second controller, it never did. And it's weird, it worked with other games. At least I could beat the game, but never even dared to complete it. 3 years later, I did get the 3DS version. Officially, along with its Club Nintendo. This one right here being one of my favorite magazines ever! I remember the day I got DKCR as it were yesterday. My mom bought it, and that was a special occasion. Normally it's my dad the one who buys the games. We went to a cafe and I read to her the box art with all the new features I already knew because of the Club Nintendo magazine, and she was happy I decided to spend a meal with her. I also remember we almost get trapped because we all lost the car keys. They were on the trash can somehow, but we got them. I don't remember many occurrences of that playthrough, so it's time to explain this too. On 2014, my box copy of DKC Country Returns 3D and New Super Mario Bros. 2 were stolen! So to Mario, what did you do then? How was the game saved? Easy answer. That day, I had the game with me the whole time in my pocket. The thieves only stole the box. New Super Mario Bros. 2, in the other hand, this game was doomed. This game was on the box, so we had to buy it again on Christmas. But well, I got the official hardware, I got the official cartridge, I got friends, so there was no problem for me in playing this game on multiplayer, right? Except because my friends didn't have a 3DS at the time. So I still had to keep this game for myself until my friends got a 3DS. And mine broke at the same time! But you know, this 3DS getting broken wasn't all that bad. One, because it only broke the bottom screen, and second, it meant it was the perfect excuse to get a new 3DS. This was 4 years after they stole my DKCR box. Thus, on 2019, I began my third playthrough of DKCR, and it was quite fun. Whenever one console ran out, I just popped out the cartridge and put it in the other one, while the other one charged. It was seamless, but without an extra copy of the game, I still couldn't play it on multiplayer, thus I didn't even dare to complete the game yet again. This game is way too hard to complete. I also began to really resent how I was missing the box art, given that I liked this box art so much. I still had to just go with my 3DS collection looking incomplete. Until this year! I already told you the story on how I kept this, but lost this. And I guess no one likes getting something precious stolen from them. I mean, please take a look at this. You don't have to be an expert to realize this doesn't look right. Anyways, scrolling on Instagram gave me the solution for that, and it was sacrificing 2 of these. I found the deal of my... well, saying life would be too exaggerated. Well, I found a Japanese copy of this game, this one that you are looking at right here. It cost only $10. on Chile, completing box in Latin America, where the prices are way too inflated, and I had some extra cash to spare, so why not? This was one of the best deals ever. Well, it doesn't have the manual, but it came with a sticker from Mundo PokéDS. Mundo PokéDS, if you are watching this, thank you, thank you, thank you! Not only that, but it was a Japanese copy! In the pandemic, I got way too obsessed with getting Japanese copies of games, even if I already had them. Especially now that I began learning Japanese, meaning I was getting the best version, for me at least, of the game I wanted the most to recover. And that's how after all these years my 3DS collection was restored, and it was the perfect excuse to play this masterpiece yet again. So now, with my old 3DS repaired and also my new 3DS at hand and 2 copies of the game, what's keeping me from playing on multiplayer now? This game is too difficult for my parents. But wait, I've made social life! I've met a friend who is also a fan of Donkey Kong and also has a 3DS. So what's keeping us from playing together? Alright, I moved. Anyways, this new playthrough is gonna be great and different. Not only because of the new language, but because I decided it is time for me to complete this game. And not only will I try to complete this game, but I will try to do it on original mode. Meaning, I will suffer as much as the people who suffered through this game back on the Wii. Wish me luck! I will die way too many times on this.
Well, gotta set the multiplayer for when my pal comes. And even if he can't, I might be able to cheese the game with Diddy Kong. Oh my god, are you kidding me? They are not compatible! Looks like I'm completing DK Island by myself and by playing fair.
This was a mistake!
You know, I'm not a completionist, but rather a term myself came up with, a game beater. The difference is pretty obvious. Completionists complete a game 100%, they do everything. Game beaters, on the other hand, are satisfied with just beating the game, meaning reaching the credits, usually after defeating the final boss. But I'm not always opposed to completion, in fact there are some games that are a joy to complete. Many more games are not, like today's subject.
In theory, completing this should be like completing this. Get everything in every level and you are done. In practice, this game adds tons of bullshit.
In this game, the only thing that matters to the completion percent is clearing levels. There are some hidden levels that you must unlock by getting all the Kong letters in the normal levels. So, you get them, you clear the extra levels and you are done, right? But then what about the puzzle pieces? There is a ludicrous amount of puzzle pieces hidden in the levels, but if they are optional, why are they here? Well, they unlock stuff in the gallery mode. Here's the deal. If you have 100% completion in the save file, you won't have everything in the gallery mode.
So, the save file says one thing, but the gallery mode says otherwise. So, did I really complete Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D if I didn't unlock everything in the gallery mode? Well, I would never know because I did get everything in the gallery mode. Bullshit was awaiting for me in the true final level. Because after clearing the final level of the heavens, my reward was descending to hell!
Because it turns out this game must be completed to 200%! Because after the final extra level, you unlock Mirror Mode, which is actually a perfect run mode, which involves no Diddy Kong, only one heart and no items, meaning hell!
So, is this 100% save file truly 100% or is it just 50 in disguise? Well, the game is a masterpiece, so I have no problem on playing it again twice, and so after clearing all Mirror Mode, I should be done. Time Attack Mode!
Time Attack is even worse than Mirror Mode! Because in Mirror Mode you can at least take your time to not make mistakes. In Time Attack you don't have time, you must be perfect again and again and again and again. And to get all the golden medals in this mode, you have to beat the developer's time.
So, screw it! The game is gonna say I'm gonna have 200%, which would be the actual 100%, so I will be done. I will have done almost everything in the game. Just let me say I did almost everything because I'm too bad to time attack mode. So please, let me escape from this game. I just wanted to move on to other games like, I don't know, Tropical Freeze and Jungle Beat and this thing. Wait a minute. Wasn't this game cursed? Alright, but the curse was lifted not too long ago. So, fuck it, DKC returns. I'm gonna speed through another Donkey Kong game about the speed.